Um, Greetings to you all, lovely people. For those of you who are getting to know me for the very first time, I'm Rejoice Agbo, all the way from Cameroon, precisely from Manyu region. And today, I'll be enlightening you on how to call various animals and insects in the Kenyan language. Today, I will be enlightening you on how to pronounce various animals and insects in the Kenyan language. We'll be discovering how we call a goat, a cat, a chicken, a pig, a dog, an elephant, tiger, rat, snake, birds, cows, lizards, millipedes, maggots, wall gecko, cockroaches, mosquitoes, grasshopper, housefly, and termites. Those are the few we'll be learning in the Kenyan language for today. How do we call a goat in the Kenyan language? We call a goat in the Kenyan language men. Men means a goat in the Kenyan language. We call a goat in the Kenyan language that men. And we call a cat anwa. We call a cat that anwa in the Kenyan language. We call a chicken nkok. We call a chicken in the Kenyan language that nkok. We call a pig that akok. We call a pig in the Kenyan language that akok. We call a dog that mu. We call a dog in the Kenyan language that mu. We call an elephant that nsok. We call an elephant in the Kenyan language that nsok. We call a tiger that nkwo. We call a tiger in the Kenyan language that nkwo. We call a rat that mbwop. We call a rat in the Kenyan language that mbwop. We call a snake that nyo. We call a snake in the Kenyan language that nyo. We call a bird that senen. We call a bird in the Kenyan language that senen. We call a cow that mpong. We call a cow that mpong in the Kenyan language. We call a lizard that nkaboko. We call a lizard in the Kenyan language that nkaboko. We call maggots in the Kenyan language that the kwese. We call maggots in the Kenyan language that the kwese. The kwese in the Kenyan language means maggots. We call millipedes that ekongo. We call millipedes in the Kenyan language that ekongo. Ekongo in Kenyan language is millipedes. Millipedes is ekongo. Wall gecko is called mbongoket. Wall gecko is called mbongoket in the Kenyan language. A wall gecko is called mbongoket in the Kenyan language. We call cockroaches that ngwaka. Cockroaches are called in the Kenyan language that ngwaka. Mosquitoes, membe. Mosquitoes are called membe. Grasshopper are called mpampare. Grasshopper in the Kenyan language are called mpampare. Housefly is called nkinkiri. Housefly is called nkinkiri. Termites are called ngok. Termites are called ngok. Housefly nkinkiri. Grasshopper mpampare. Mosquitoes membe. Cockroaches ngwaka. Wall gecko mbongoket. Maggots bekwese. Millipedes ekongo. Lizards nkaboko. Cow mpong. Bird senen. Snake nyo, rat, ngwop, tiger, nkwo, elephant, nsuk, dog, mu, pig, akok, chicken, nkok, cat, angwa, and goat, men. Thank you for joining us in today's lesson in Kenyang. God bless you. I'm Rejoice Agbo, and follow me on Facebook, Agbo Rejoice Agbo. Please don't forget to subscribe so you can get updates lessons. Thank you.